I'll put some music on while we wait.
Okay. Looks kind of nice.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
Wow, what a transition.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
You know us?
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you.
Oh, the hat guy.
Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw
Lovers,
Fasol
yo.
last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Is love not allowed?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please,
It's the gem.
just let me show it to you.
He forces them to use the gem.
Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run
no.
off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this.
This douche here,
Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she
Okay,
arrived
they gotta
at the
kick him out.
fortress.
Leave.
She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her
Who
babbling as
asked
random
you?
gibberish.
Who?
I don't recall hearing a knock
Yes.
or giving permission for you to come in.
Yep.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for your grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of
He's
etiquette
being so
to the letter.
smart.
So
Yes,
please,
I feel like
forgive my
inside the
discourtesy.
hat there is the stone. Yep.
Like we'd believe you.
You have some nerve showing your face here. Yep.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know his grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then,
That's why
what
we'll
if the
side with the
reasonable
girl.
man wants to hear the lunatic out?
Yeah.
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him
See,
back
now
to our
she
place,
won't
so
say.
there's no need to
Because
worry.
he's using this as leverage, right? See?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
Why is he southern? I have no clue.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
Yep.
You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
You can do it. Come on. This man, this douche.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
It's all right, Avis. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say
talking to
about the
him?
matter.
Literally, we are not even talking to him and this guy keeps blabbing. Like, it's ridiculous. Can you shut up? Dougier.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
How do we find out now about this?
Why?
In that case, Avis and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for
Leave the hat
disturbing
here.
your peaceful
Leave
evening,
the
Your
hat
Grace.
here.
Miss Avis, please show me your head. That is an order.
It's not in the head, it's in the hat.
There's nothing there.
It's in the hat.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words,
Yes.
but please believe me when I
Why is
say
this guy so
you've
annoying?
merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives.
What if it's like sewn in, you know, Citrus? Like it's like a small part of the gym. He's so annoying.
Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent?
Because you're
on getting rid of
manipulative.
someone who's been unfalteringly
You're
loyal?
literally manipulating
Your
him
words
right now.
bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the fortress of Meripede.
This guilt tripping.
But your grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Poor Avis. She's gonna get like suffering ahead of this. I wish she could tell us.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad. We should have shown him his place.
Yup.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile.
Yep.
All the more reason for us to be patient. The entire society are his hostages.
Yes.
His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
Our biggest problem is that douche of a man.
The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very
But
beginning,
why
which
did
is
she
why
take
he
off the
didn't
hat
panic.
then?
However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yep.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
Ooh. Yes, let's interpret
From
his
the way
attitude.
Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence. I need to think about this a bit more. The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves. I need to think about this a bit more.
Okay.
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avis feel the need to remove her hat?
Exactly. I think they've put the gems in a way that you can't see it immediately. Also, you know what I noticed? The hat was separate from a bow-like thing on the table. There's the hat and there's also the bow. It could be that it's like in a smaller part of the hat. Lost hair clip.
I have an idea, but
What a coincidence. So do I.
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
See, she did so to remove her hair clip.
you mean this
yes,
thing?
Yes, and she
So-
left it here.
She handed a key piece of evidence
That's
over to us without
smarty.
Dugier noticing.
I love Avis.
That would mean that Avis didn't
Yes.
stay silent out of fear.
She's smart.
She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we
Avis,
needed.
so smart.
Let me take a look.
Yes, Tinkers.
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical, is hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem.
Oh my god.
And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
The gem is actually a container?
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
So with this infused thorn, yeah.
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected
Oh my
into
god,
your
he's
brain.
doing that!
The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense
this
of
is
despair.
exactly like the Remuria Ichor.
No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
Citrus, you're so right about that. Yes. So he had something very similar, and it was also the Ichor that he had was filled with the people's memories and the wisdom and memories. It is very similar. Listen, somehow Wriothesley has so many connections to Remuria. It's very the same. Remuria, who I want to read about, it's the kingdom. You can read about it. There's actually a book called The Rise and Fall of Remuria. You should read it. It's so cool. Somehow, also I love how Fontaine's world quests, Archon quests, and story quests everything is so connected. Like somehow things pop up that you've heard before like that. I don't know, the connection is way more than any other region, I feel. This quest is so interesting, I agree.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
Oh my god.
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the
It's like
evidence.
he's stabbing them with that liquid. It's so disgusting. This messed up guy.
What'll happen to those who betray our cause? Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
What is wrong with
Thistle.
this man?
I'm sorry.
He's making her do it.
It's okay.
So
I'll
messed up. Oh my
find a way
God,
to
stop
endure.
it.
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak?
What is wrong with
My
you?
rules are the paramount law of this place.
Oh, he's gonna
Only
get
more
beaten up
pain
right
will
now.
come to those who dare to disobey.
He's gonna get
That's
beaten
enough,
up.
Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Wriothesley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your
He
feet?
thinks Wriothesley is
It
like
would
him.
seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You. Stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice! Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for
I'm so glad they
confinement, but
left.
also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, They should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
Yep.
You think me arrogant, Wriothesley. Well, I think you're too young and naive.
Why are we
You
talking to this man?
understand nothing of this world.
Why are we
Nobody
talking to this
actually
stupid man?
sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden mechs in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
Oh, he's gonna get beaten up now. He's so. Oh wait, I thought we were getting a
Now.
cutscene. What even? Listen, Wriothesley, you're the one who has to do the fighting.
This is order.
Why am I fighting with you?
Things are about to get dicey. Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
Oh no, not me using the ult for that one dog.
Game's up. Fun's over.
I love the music.
If you think fear can control everything, well then,
It's
terrify
time.
me.
It's time, Dujier.
Don't high road
It's
me. You're just another crook.
You're a crook.
And it's time you got treated like one.
Wriothesley like moving his head away to escape the bullet. Oh my god.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood.
Oof, oof, oof. Ah, justice prevails. Okay. Yeah, we rescue everyone. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about.
Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress.
You sound more serious than usual.
Even I wouldn't be able to find humor in a situation like this.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dujier? I've already got an idea. For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Okay.
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way.
Wow.
He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria.
Oh.
We should have a better handle on things by then.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary
We
arrangements.
get a meal, we get food.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal. That's not what Paimon meant at all. Wriothesley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too.
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to a special observation list.
You sure got everything taken care of, Wriothesley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory.
I have a question for you, actually. Okay.
Please, go ahead.
Your yes, even I wanted to know what flashbacks Wriothesley got. I mean, Paimon won't tell us, but at least he will.
Ah, that's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children.
Okay.
They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
And then?
Yeah.
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile.
What is this?
I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents'
oh my God,
adoring
that's
smiles.
so scary.
Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power.
What were they doing with them? Yeah,
They did
looks like
all
Linny
of
and
that.
Lynette.
But never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all. But I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
He killed his parents.
My methods were extreme, yes, but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved.
Yeah, I have to take some time to process that, true.
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a V's.
Oh, it's a visa
Yeah,
for
that's his
Saul.
dark
Are you two
past.
feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Glad to hear it.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand, Your Grace.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
It's... I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met each other through the
That's
society and
cute.
both fell into Dugier's trap. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier was manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
So cute.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Oh, we can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Aw.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here. So now it'd be too hard to leave. And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
That was so nice. Damn.